Well, welcome back. I'm John and this is the Dusty Hobo channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about the toolkit that I carry on the motorcycles on my trips near and far. The stuff that I feel is important to have. My kit is a put together kit out of my own stuff, my own tools. I didn't buy a tool kit for the 2014 V-Strom that I ride or for the Honda CRF 300. This kit is more geared toward the V-Strom. I've got to sit down and go through it for the Honda and make sure I've got what I need in here, because this way I can pop this out of a bag, throw it in the other bags, and off I go. I've got it condensed down into 3 basic items. Let's take a look. I carry a flathead, a Phillips head. I've got a punch, wire cutters, needle nose. I've got tire plug tools, and these have aluminum handles on them. So when you, like the V-Strom, those tires can be a pain to get the plug in. If you have cheap tire tools, I think you'll wish you didn't. I carry, I've got the Allen wrench sockets. In this box, I've got some fuses, electrical terminals, a little bit of wire, and miscellaneous sockets that the V-Strom and the Honda would use, and a few miscellaneous metric bolts that either bike might use. A little tying wire, I've got a small flathead, a magnet in case I drop something, and it's one that comes way out. I got a 3/8 ratchet, a short 1/2-inch ratchet, some really grabby pliers, vice grips, zip ties. I carry a utility knife, but in my pocket there's always a small folding knife that's nice and sharp. 3/8 extension. I've got a folding set of Allen wrenches, and the larger Allen wrenches are either here or this one that I need. This wrench fits the rear spindle nut on the V-Strom to loosen it up to adjust the chain or take the wheel off. Obviously box and opened wrenches that fit all the sizes on the V-Strom. When I do repairs to the V-Strom, like did the fork seals, adjust the chain, change the sprocket, whatever, I use these tools. Now, when I did the sprocket, I might use like a big socket that I wouldn't carry with me because I'm not going to be changing a sprocket usually. I carry, these are new. I bought the Bead Pro, Motion Pro Bead Pro tools. We'll see how I like them. And these are the tools that I've changed motorcycle tires with forever. It's probably since my teenage years. I've got this big hook metal. I don't know what I'd use that for, but I keep it. I guess you could, who knows. I've got an Air Moto charged up little air compressor to charge the air up the tires. And it's got a tire gauge in it. In my tank bag, I keep my tire gauge. I carry this is my official tire kit here. I also carry a compressor that will run off the bike's battery. I've got some rubber gloves. In here, there's Schrader valves, tire caps, and a Schrader valve tool. And I've used that. I've got plenty of the plugs to plug the tire. JB Weld. And electrical tape. You can have duct tape, but if you have electrical tape, you don't really need both, I don't think. I think one or the other is sufficient. Anyway, that's my toolkit. Now, none of this stuff is fancy. I mean, they're just old wrenches that I've had forever and ever. I just put together a little kit, so if I've had problems on the side of the road, I can fix it. And I can tell you, one time before I started making videos, the V-strom broke down on me way over by Disney, Oklahoma. And I, in a parking lot, took the fuel tank off, took the fuel pump out, fixed the bad wire, put it back together, put it all back together, and rode it home. So I do have the tools to do the work that I need to do if something would go wrong. I think that covers it. Well, if you can see behind me, I'll pan around real quick. I haven't been riding a whole lot. The country's got a layer of snow. Before the snow came, it was cold and rainy, and it seemed like every time I would try to get out, I would have other stuff I needed to get handled real quick before the weather changed. This last month or so just has been miserable, but hopefully this is the end of it. Next week shows to have some nice weather coming up. I'll get out and do some riding. I've got some cool roads to go check out and make a new video. I've been looking at some stuff and I'm excited. And man, I'm ready to get out and put some miles on the little CRF. And I need to do some work to the V-strom. I have a trip. There's a Vagabond rally down in Louisiana next month. And so I plan on going to that. And so I've got to get the V-strom, a little bit of do the valve check on it, make sure that's okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put a new chain and sprockets on it. And probably grease the swing arm bearing. That kind of thing. Just a few little maintenance checkup things. And then hopefully off we go for a new season of riding coming up soon in the next months. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And especially a big thanks to those who leave me a comment. I'll see you out on the road or in the next video.